Back to Duckzorly Gaming and our series here on Pine Cove Farm. This is a map by Stevie, available on Facebook. Link is down below in the comments. All right, let's get back into it. So, we skipped across a few too many days. Now, the reason why, we, for some unknown reason, had the plant growth option in the menu set to off. So, as I said at the end of the last episode, when we finished seeding field 1, I was going to fast forward to the next day and we're going to start doing some work around the farm and wait for the crops to come in. Well, unfortunately, because the growth was off, I went through 3 or 4 days thinking, what the hell's going on? It's not growing. And I blame this on the fact I've been 12 months out of FS. And I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. It's still showing as planted in the first growth stage. Anyway, nonetheless, I found the error of my ways, fixed it, and we are now at the point where our crops have come in. And as you can see, our sheep have been very busy producing all their wool, and that's the amount of days we had to skip ahead. So, yeah, we've got a bit of work to do. So we've got all the wool to remove from there because currently we're not producing any more wool. We've cleaned up the muck out of the sheep barn, and we've got all this manure here we can take away and store ready for use later on. Now, in that time as well, the plumbers have finished installing the irrigation system, so that's now in there ready to go. So just make sure that's all topped off. There we go. And so the sheep basically should be pretty happy. Let's have a look. I think we're going to be due to give them some feed very soon. Oh no, we're still okay. So that's not too bad. If you have a look at our field state, as you can see, so now field 3 and field 2, because we also left it on fast instead of normal. So anyway, we're back to normal now. In fact, actually, I think we're on slow. Yes, let's go back to normal. Right. Now, so our sheep are quite happy. Oh, it's giving me a headache. Okay, so we will continue on and get some work done. So we've got to empty out the manure here. We've got to empty out the bales here, and we've also got to start bringing in the harvest. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to grab 2 of our combine harvesters, in fact maybe even 3 of them, and start bringing in the crop. So what have we got? We've got, let's have a look at what we've got out here. We've got soybean and wheat. Right, so let's go and grab these and get these guys moving. So our brand new combine harvesters, they're only small ones. 8,600 capacity, and these fields aren't really small fields either, so it will take some time and a bit of emptying and stuff like that, so we'll have a lot of work to do. So that's all well and good. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to do a course play course. Oh, pardon me. And I think what we're going to do is we'll start it here. Yeah, we'll start it here. Right, so just come back out a bit. Right, now let's set this up for a dual combine operation. So we're going to go into here. Combine, we want to stop during, whoop. There we go. That, I want advanced. Let's go to advanced settings. I'm thinking for the dual combine, we won't do combine self-unload. I'm going to activate those. Raise implements late, lower early. Yep, that's okay. I don't know any of that. Okay, so let's go back out of there. Right, so let's set up this course. So now, course generation, field 2. Field 2, thank you. Right, headland, yes, around. We'll do 2 passes. Now, current vehicle position, yes. Going to go clockwise, yes. Headland pass, smooth corners. No, I might do turn. Overlap, let's bring that back a little bit to 3%. We're going to go multiple tools 2, skip rows 1, just to make sure they've got a bit of separation. Generate the field course. Okay, so that's our course. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to come in here, I'm going to save our course. So field 2, dual Fent combine. So that just means that when I go and load this, I know which one I've got, and tells me that I'm using the dual fence. Into here, I got to go to here. This guy's going to be on the left. I think that's all okay. That's set. So let's just get him going. So we're going to get him to start at the first waypoint and drive the course. All right, we're going to grab the second combine now, bring that down to the field, and we're going to set him up exactly the same, except he's going to be on the right-hand side of the course. And hopefully, these guys will head on out. They'll start harvesting the field. We can use a tractor and an overloader to empty them and go from there. Now, the other one we might hold off on for a little bit. So, all right, come to the edge of the field. There we go. Bring up our course play. Go to our course mode. We're going to go into here, and to manage courses, we're going to look for F2 dual fence combine. That's the course we just made. We're going to go there. Now, there is another trick to doing that as well. For those that aren't aware, for course play, if I want to copy course, for instance, I can go in here and I can click this button, and it tells me any nearby courses that are being run. So, for instance, it's telling me that I've copied that. So what I can do is I can copy that in, and that's now the course I'm using, so it's copying that course. So, for instance, if I'm actually doing, and I'll do this later, if I've got a mower running ahead of a windrower, ahead of a loading wagon, for instance, I can set them all up to copy the course. I can set the course up on one unit, the lead unit, and then I can just copy the course, whether they're named and saved or not, which makes it nice and easy to do. Over here, we're going to make sure we're on the right-hand side, which we are. We're going to make sure that we are stop during unloading is activated. I want to come in here, advanced settings, all those there like that. Raise, late, lower, early. Press OK. Now, one thing I didn't do was that one. Curve or straight? No, we had straight, I think, didn't we? Anyway, all right, let's have a look. Nothing else. Turning circle, yeah. Yep, okay, I'm happy with that. He's up there well enough ahead. So we're going to go first waypoint and drive course. Now, hopefully he should come over here, be on the left-hand side. All right, I stopped that too early. Right, drive course. Off he goes. Excellent. Right, that looks good. Right. Now what I need to do is go find a tractor. So the other one is already at 30%. So I'm not going to bother setting this combine out and start the other field. So we're just going to grab the Voltra, and we're going to go find our auger wagon and get out there and work with those combines. That'll be what we do initially. Once we've got them underway, we can then come in and look after the bales and the sheep muck and all that sort of stuff. So, all right, now I thought I had an auger wagon here somewhere. I hope I've got an auger wagon here somewhere. I did have one. I think it might be up the back shed. We're in the lovely olive and black liveried Voltra. I do love this colour that came in with FS19. There you go. Little Kinsey. In fact, so I thought I had one of the bigger auger wagons. That's probably okay. So what's that? 30,000 load capacity. So that's it's almost 4 loads, 4 combine loads. That's okay. All right, so we'll head on out. One combine's at 48% now. Take the cover off. Okay. We'll go up and make sure the combines are behaving themselves. We'll do a lap around the field. Why not, he says. Need to blood in the Voltra. Give it a bit of work. Bit of a mess around the corners there, but that's okay. They've got all the crop though, that's the important part. They haven't left any crop behind. So if you do the smooth corners, they tend to cut the corner and leave a bit of crop behind. So sometimes you want them to do the actual straight turn. So they go straight up, reverse, turn, and then continue on. So that, excellent. All right, what we might do is we might unload this guy. That way then we know he's always going to be ahead of the other guy. So let's just go and do that. And then we can go spend some time offloading or moving at least some of the bales out of the way and get rid of some of that muck. Now, what are you reversing for? Hey. No, you spoke. What are you doing? You moron. You're supposed to be staying still. What are you reversing all the way up there for? Yes. Seriously? You're going to do that, are you? All right. Fine. Weren't really supposed to do that, but anyway. Now you want to take off again. Seriously? Right. Now, we'll stop you. Right. The only way to do it is park that tyre in front of the combine. Oh, dear. Okay. Now we'll move out of the way and let him continue on. The combine's just there, so that's okay. They should be fine. All right, so we'll just shut him off. Let's go on over to the Manitou, and we'll deal with some of these bales and also with some of the muck. All right, what we might do first is I might get rid of the manure. We can see how bad I am using the telehandler, which I think most of you that have watched any of my episodes will know how bad I am with a telehandler or a forklift or a loader or whatever else. In fact, with everything. But what we'll do is we'll just load all this up as best we can. And we'll just put in this trailer here and then we'll go and dump it in the storage bin. Okay, one load done. Now, I do miss in a way the old farming sim controller. Remember we did have that many moons ago until we got rid of it because it just really wasn't as good as what it should have been. But sometimes we miss it, just having that joystick to the side without plugging another external joystick. So just using the mouse isn't quite the same. But anyway, it's we don't do much of this work, so it doesn't really matter too much. All right, another load done. I do like this addition with the sheep pens from Stevie, with having the manure. I mean, let's face it, the sheep actually do produce manure, so it's good we can take that and use it for producing of other products. That's whoops, that's pretty good. Well, missed. So yeah, I'm quite happy with the changes to the sheep pens. I can't remember when he actually did that. I don't think it was done. Was it done with the Lakeland Vale ones? Someone will let me know. I can't remember. I didn't play the Lakeland Vale ones long enough either. Which I do mean to go back to at some point in solo games at least. Trying to remember. I can't remember that far back actually, so I might have to go and check. Someone might be able to let me know. All right. Sorry about the camera work. Get him loaded. Unloads very slowly. Well, helps if I press the go in reverse, not the forward button. Okay, probably get another load into that at least. Okay, what are we doing with soybeans? 72% and 41%. What I'm going to do this time is I'm just going to wait till they're full. I'm not going to go over there and try and play around with them because obviously they have a mind of their own. I understand what he was trying to do. He was trying to move his combine off the beaten path, so I had some room to come in and do it, but I didn't need it at that point, so it was a bit of a wasted effort. Okay. Probably one more load, I reckon. Now later on, what we'll do is I'll actually have a conveyor system to offload from here, so you don't have to be punished by me using the telehandler. Unless, of course, you tell me in the comments you want to see me use it, which is to your own detriment, but you guys, the viewers, can have that control. All right, now he's full, so we'll just leave that in there and we'll go and dump this off. All right. Probably should bring the Joskin up here and use that. Right. Off we go. So over here we have the storage for our manure, so we can store that over here. And this is where we'll keep it for now. And so we'll just keep on dropping off loads over here. And then when we've got our fermenters in place, we will dutifully come over and set those up. Right, there we go. So we're going to offload him. Again, very slow to offload some of these trailers. All right. So one of the combines is at 95%, so he's prepping to unload. The other one's at 56%. So we'll head on over and get that done now. Let's come over here. And as you can see too, what do we have? We had about $30,000 when I left you on the last episode, but the profit we make of a night with the farm has taken us up to 156,000. So we've got a bit of money there now, which is good. But it wasn't really our intent. So we'll keep it there because we did go through the days and the nights, but we'll take the plus with the pros with the cons, plus with the negs. All right. It's a little bit dark, isn't it? So we'll collect all the straw up as well, and we'll store that up, and then that can be used in the fermenters as well. So we can produce silage from the straw. So all the straw we pick up from the crops will be well and truly utilised. Nice. Let's hope he's got his pipe out, which he hasn't. Let's hope he's going to behave. Seemingly so. Just wet the whistle. Very slow to unload, not like some of the bigger combines we've got. Okay, let's we'll head up and just be prepared to offload. So they're doing their second header row, and then they'll start their up downs. And by skipping a row, it means we hopefully will avoid any collisions. And as long as we keep them separated by the margin they're separated at the moment, we should be good, because they're not quite smart enough to follow closely together. So to avoid any possible collisions, that's why we try and give them a bit of separation. Okay. Not going to offload you. It's all right. Don't panic. All this grass here at the side of the field, we will mow that as well. We'll pick up all that grass along all three sides of the fields. So when that's all grown, we'll get the mowers out and go and mow all that down. Remembering we've planted alfalfa. You can see the purple just over there on the hillside. So the alfalfa is there ready to go. The lovely purple head on the alfalfa. It looks very much like lavender. I was saying to someone the other day. I think it was Jimmy J. We end up mowing the alfalfa and get our alfalfa windrow off the crop, and then we can use that for feeding our sheep, and also use that in the fermenters as well. So with the sheep as well as having the manure, we've got to feed them both grass or hay and alfalfa. So they have the dual feeding requirement. There he goes, he's backed up, cutting in. Now look, we've only lost that little bit of crop there so far. That's pretty good. Much better than what we normally get when we have those smooth corners on. So, and with the windrow, we'll tidy all that up and do smooth corners with that, so we don't miss any. All right, so he'll come through. He'll start making his. There he goes. So is he going to make? No, he's just going to stop there. That's all right. Very good. All right, so we'll just come up through here. All right, what we will do now as well is I'll go over here and I'll grab our truck. That truck, we'll grab this truck. And I'll bring this out to the field and we'll offload into this. We'll take all the covers off. Now with some of our other fields, and certainly when we get the bigger combines, we'll have the combines auto unload, which is a wonderful addition that Courseplay came in. It's probably almost 18 months ago now, with Courseplay Dev, and it's wonderful. Although it doesn't always work, so you just got to be careful with that as well. All right, let's go back and find our overloading tractor, which is there. And we'll take him off, we'll unload him into the truck now. All right, go in cab for a little bit. Screen past. So I know Elroy's quite happy that we've got a voucher, at least a voucher on the series. I think Elroy's a bit of a Vultra fan, so we've made someone happy, I think. All right, let's put the pipe out. We will fill. And actually, no, we're not. I'm going to fill the forward trailer first. The A trailers have a 40,000 capacity, and the B trailer at the rear has a 60,000. So we know we're near close enough. Right. Let's try that again. Come on. You're going to be one of these tricky ones that just doesn't want to. Okay. So some of the overloaders have a lot of trouble. These trailers are one set of trailers that have trouble. There are other trailers I've got as well where overloaders have a lot of trouble finding the tipping point, whereas others will find it without an issue. It doesn't have an issue with it at all. I don't normally use these overloaders, so I don't know whether it's a problem with the particular Kinsey. They are a stock one. I don't think I've got a modded one of these. But anyway, so there we go. And there, see, that's exactly what it does. So it only does a little bit of time until you find the sweet spot. All right, you're being a real pain in the ass. Whoops, sorry. Pain in the bottom. Naughty duck. There we go. We'll just rub the paint off and we'll be right. Okay. Deplorable, he says. Deplorable. Right, so they've now started their north-south track, the combines. And so we'll see them cut in and make space for us and all that sort of stuff as we need to, which would be great. Okay, so what we can do is we can just fold the pipe up. We'll turn him off. We'll go back and we'll just grab some of the, start working on some of the bales and getting them out of the way. So what we'll do is we'll just, where are we? Right, let's go. No, want to do you. There we go. Right. Now where's our forks? That's there. So we'll just jump this down here. Now I do need to install, I might do that now actually because we've got the money for it. Okay, let's do that right now. So we'll go into the shop. Where was it? It's not that one. Bale storage. Nope, it's not there. Where was it? Sheds. Nope. Workshops and tools. Nope. Miscellaneous maybe. I'm looking for the wool storage. Vehicle workshop. There it is. Right. So we're going to put the wool storage in. Now, where am I going to put this? I was going to put it over here, the edge of the silage clamp. I think that's probably not a bad place to have it, to be honest. Yeah, let's do it. So we're going to have that here. One thing I do need to make sure I've got turned on. Let me just go into here. No, I need to go off out of there. Left Alt O. No, it's not what I want. I want left Control G. Right, that's what I wanted. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go extend placeable. I want to turn that off because I'm not using that. Turn that off and turn that off. Right. Okay. So now we'll go back to here. Back into here. Scroll all the way back down here again. Right, there we go. Now we'll rotate this again. Okay, I want to see if I'm... Yeah, it looks pretty straight. Okay, and I think just about there. All right, done. Now, we will jump in again. That's going to be the end of the episode, actually. We've run out of time already. Oh, time flies. So what we'll do is we will... in fact, we probably won't do too much at all. We'll just leave it where we are and we'll come back and continue on. In fact, let me know in the comments down below, would you rather me, for this series, just basically end it where we are and then come back exactly where we leave off, irrespective of what we've got going on? Or would you prefer that we sort of skip ahead to where we've actually got some work to do or something else like that? So let me know. I'll take your direction in that regard and see what you think. Right, I just want to be careful here that I don't... put them into the sell point area. I mean, what I could do is I could grab the auto-loading trailers and just grab them all in one go, but that's not quite doing the right thing at the moment, is it? There we go. All right, so we'll leave it on this one here. I'm just going to get rid of that there, and we'll go off and unload the combines as we do our signing off. All right, there he is there. So yeah, so that's it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, even with our little disaster. And we will be back here at Pine Cove very, very soon. Trying at the moment to do 2 days a week with Pine Cove, 2 days with Ningen Farms, and then we'll try and throw in here and there, if we can, an episode or a video on another game or something. There's a couple of games I've got there at the moment I want to do at least 1 or 2 episodes on to sort of showcase them. So expect them in the next week or so. And apart from that, I think that's pretty much it. So thanks very much for watching, as again, and take care of yourselves and loved ones, and make sure you stay safe. And don't forget also, if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you're here, then please consider subscribing. Press that subscribe button, and also press that like button if you like the episode as well. We certainly would appreciate it. But apart from anything else, like I said, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Duckzorly Gaming and Pine Cove Farm by Stevie. Take care. See you all later. Bye.